Hi everyone, Sarah Baccaro with you today. Today we're going to talk about the struggle after leaving a narcissistic relationship and stepping into that space of having an incredibly beautiful life. For most people think, oh, just leave the narcissist, get out of the relationship, no longer go through emotional manipulation, chaos, and abuse. But that's not always the case. Sometimes the biggest struggle is in receiving blessings after you've lived through that type of experience. So, because of that experience, now you're calling in, you're manifesting, you're attracting, you're connecting with really good things, right? You are more than likely in such a better place in your relationships. You have this freedom now because of that chaos and the manipulation. Everything you went through is gone. It's a thing of the past. That narcissist is out of your life. So you are experiencing all of these really incredible, wonderful, beautiful things happening to you. And because of that, naturally, you think you would feel good, incredible, wonderful, but you don't. Not always, especially when you're still processing and healing from the wounds of narcissistic abuse. One of the greatest challenge after experiencing emotional abuse and neglect or narcissistic abuse is living that better life that you had prayed for, that you had dreamed about, that you had told yourself one day you would achieve and have. And here you are. Maybe you have incredible friendships now, relationships now, and maybe a much better career. You're in a much better position and place in life. Really good things are happening to you. Here's the trouble. Here's the struggle with that. One of the greatest challenges is sometimes having really good things happen to you. Because in this life, extremely good things happen to you when you get out of the life of that toxicity, that manipulation. And when really good things start happening to you, something else happens to you internally. There's this pull, this battle, this conflict, and you feel that you don't deserve good things to happen to you. You feel unworthy and undeserving of good things happening to you. So sometimes when really good things happen to you, it can completely derail you. It can take you back. It can cause you to go into this tailwind and the spiral and really, really, really take a toll on you. It can be extremely conflicting internally, emotionally. You would never think that a good thing happening to you can be a trigger because we have this association and connection with triggers being bad things that happen to us. Sometimes triggers are unknown things. It seems like they can come out of nowhere. But most people would not think that a really good thing happening to them is a trigger, but it very much can be. So I will share with you an experience that I had of this. I had to move states because of the last narcissist and had to move back in with my parents. This was years ago with my daughter. And fast forward years later, my life is on a very different track. Amazing things, incredible things, wonderful things were happening in my life now. And one of those was getting a place up in the mountains that I could have this little getaway. And in that, in the process of receiving that very good thing, that thing that I dreamed of, that thing that I had worked so hard for, that thing that I desired, I was massively triggered. I mean, emotionally, I was a wreck because I started believing that I didn't deserve this gift that I was being given, this thing that I was receiving, this space of happiness, connection, and peace for my soul. I've wore my little mountain necklace today because my soul feels at peace when I'm in the mountains, when I'm connected with nature. I feel one with source. I feel one with myself. I just feel that everything is okay. And I don't feel it, I know it, and I believe it. So when I had the opportunity to have my own little space up in the mountains that I could go to, I was massively triggered. I mean, it was an emotional whirlwind. And I started to notice old wounds coming up, old wounds that I had already worked through. But it was just to show you that there's still more. There's this connection to something deeper, and there always is. Call it God, call it source, call it universe, call it whatever you want. But it will always pull you in that direction of, I don't feel worthy. I don't feel deserving of this. And I call them old wounds, things that I worked through, because those are things that were very present and very prevalent and very at the front of my life when I was with the narcissist in the past. Even coming out of that relationship, hadn't felt them for a long time because I'd worked through them. But this was a different level, a deeper level, a level that it was new then to experience. Wow, I was so used to so many bad things happening to me. And now that my life was on the inverse and on the up, now good things happening to me are being a trigger. What in the world is this about? But those are those old wounds and limiting beliefs coming back, feeling that you're undeserving, feeling that you're unworthy, feeling like this is a mistake. This isn't meant to happen to me or for me. This is for other people. And then the comparison and the judgment coming in, and those old feelings of selfishness and feelings of guilt, those all can prevail and present again when really good things start happening to you in your life. So when you're in the midst of all these good things happening to you, you may be really struggling with that and wondering, if so many good things are happening in my life now, why do I feel so bad? And that's an inner spiritual, emotional, mental confliction when feelings of guilt surface, when feelings of unworthiness surface, and feeling that you don't deserve these good things, or it's too good to be true, or it won't last, that maybe you'll have a bit of it for a time, but it will all be taken away from you and it will all come crashing down. And there's this part of you that may feel like you almost want someone to come in, or something or someone to step in and take it away, and kind of ask for that, because you have this strange sense of, or false sense of, I will be relieved when or if that happens, because then I'll be able to go, ah, and allow my shoulders to drop down and relax and breathe again. You may notice that when you're going through these really good things happening to you, that you're holding your breath the same way that you used to when you were triggered when the bad things were happening to you. So you still notice that you may be in these cycles of those trauma and fear-based cycles that you were in when all those bad things were happening to you because of that emotional abuse and neglect and manipulation. So if really good things are happening to you, you may expect to feel really good, but that's actually not true, especially if you're still working through the levels and layers of emotional healing and trauma that's connected to your past, specifically your past abuse and a past with the narcissist. So you may be wondering, why am I going through this? I've worked so hard. I've gone through so much already. And now really good things are happening to me and for me and with me in my life, in my relationships, in my career, in my opportunities. All of these good things are happening to me now. And now I feel so bad because there's this inward sense of rejection towards the good. You want the good. You pray about it, you journal about it, you read about it, you fill your mind with good, and then you get it. And then you go, oh no, what is that? I don't want that feeling, because it's feelings that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve it, that you're unworthy of this, that it's too good to be true, that it won't last. So if you have come out of a toxic, emotionally abusive, emotionally manipulative relationship or experience, and now you're in that space of really good things happening to you, but you feel really bad about it, you're probably stuck and struggling there. And I know I've gone through it myself. It's this evolution of that, and it's all to do with the inner core, the true inner core, deeply rooted beliefs that you have about yourself. That's what it all comes down to. It's like you filter through all these layers, and there you connect to the core, you connect to the root of it. And it's all to do with those things, with the beliefs that you have about yourself, that you're unlovable, that you're undeserving, you're unworthy, that you're going to be found out. And when you're found out, that good thing is going to be taken from you, because there's a belief that it was actually meant to go to someone else, someone who's not you. So you may experience it, taste it, love it for a time, but then it will fade. And then you'll be left with what you deserve, which is nothing, or to be in trouble because it wasn't you, it was meant to go to all those good things. So if you're having that inner battle that's like penetrating this shield of your beliefs or who you want to believe you are, there's still more work to be done. So there's just deeper levels and layers to connect to and go to and be with and filter through so that you can feel good when good things happen to you. So if you're struggling with feeling good about good things happening to you, I invite you to take that next step, to book a call, to connect with me so we can get to the very core and root of that and work through those levels and layers, because I know exactly what it's like. I've been through it too. You're not alone. You're not crazy. And you may still struggle when you call in those affirmations that I am worthy, I am good enough, I am deserving of good things happening to me, because therein lies that inner battle and this evidence and proof of good things presenting and being in your life. But internally, you feel different. You feel like, no, it's not going to last. It's too good to be true. Am I getting off the path? Am I making a mistake? And those old feelings that you had when you were in in the storm of the emotional manipulation, neglect, and abuse are now coming into your present and taking you away from the ability to feel good about having good things happen in your life, whether it's relationships, careers, opportunities, experiences. So if you're in that place of internal struggle and conflict and you're ready to truly transform your life, to take that next step, to get out and to truly feel good about feeling good, because you've already come so far, but that's where you are now. I get it. That's precisely and exactly what transformational healing allows you to break free from and to come through, so that you're not stuck in that space of feeling bad for having good. So I would love to connect with you. You'll find links in my calendar or to my calendar in the description below this video when you're ready to feel good about feeling good. All right, guys. Um, that's all for today. Wish you well, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Bye for now.